I don't know how they are going to judge this matter. Maybe that's why some of these aggrieved political parties are saying they will pursue this whole thing to the Supreme Court. And some people say, oh, you want to waste your money and all of that. Because this issue of 25% is not clear at all. They are telling us now that we have 37 states. That is what the judges said, that the country has 37 states, that Abuja is not a special state. It has to be treated like other states. So it's not a special, there's no special votes and what have you, which they quoted a section of the law. That means they have not been following the Nigerian government has not been following the constitution according to the section of the constitution they are quoting. If you are to treat it as same, then why is it that they don't have a governor, they don't have a senators, 3 senators which are supposed to come from that place? It is only one they have. So now the Abuja residents are coming out to say, since you are not telling us that there's no special whatever, we should have a governor. That is why Wike must be sacked, because he's not from that state. Because when you want to contest for an election, you don't go. Of course, we know that we have Abuja residents, FCC residents, so you can't leave Ogun State and go to Akwa Ibom to say I want to go and contest because we are all Nigerians, because we are all Nigerians, we can stay anywhere. You know, these laws are specifics, because all of them have been shouting and shouting, and it's so disgraceful that what all this they will tell you, oh, it is not relied on social media, it is not relied on their judgment is not going to be relied on feelings and what have you. So what did we see yesterday? Because in fact what has been said by APC supporters and their lawyers and what have you, who have been interviewed on several occasions, were the same thing that these guys came to tell us, because it's no different from what they have been saying. So if now you are now telling us that Abuja is a state that should not be treated specially, that there is no special votes, that they have to go by that land, that means Wike must be sacked, and an Abuja person must be the governor. There must be a governor. Yes, you are telling us that 37 states, all this nonsense that we are just even talking about the FCC and the 25%, and they know exactly what they are doing, because most of the things that they try to they were even there. Somebody said that even the Tinubu's lawyers were unable to even defend Tinubu, unlike the way the judges defended him, because they were trying to prove a point. They defended Tinubu to the last card, which even the lawyers were unable to do. So the bone of contention now is that the Abuja residents want somebody who is from their place to head Abuja. So what are you going to say about that? You see that these guys, you see now that people are protesting and talking about this whole thing, they want to change it. They want to change it. It's so ridiculous and so shameful. It's so shameful. Right from when we were young, they will tell you how many states does Nigeria has. Nigeria has 36 states. If you go and say Nigeria has 37 states, you are failed. They are telling us you are not going, that there's no point taking the law or the constitution in isolation. That a section, this of course they're the one who know how to pose the section. That one section says that you must win 2/3 of the state and Abuja. But they now said, oh, you cannot just take that as overall. That there's another section of the court of the constitution which says that Abuja also must be taken, or regarded as other states, because it's not a special place. Really? Like, seriously? So if that is what it is, then the people are coming out to say that Wike must be sacked for us to have our own leader who is coming from us. They can't just bring somebody from anywhere and tell us cock and bull stories. Maybe that's the reason why they have been, this is the first time we are getting maybe they say maybe they're 1 or 2 persons, but in the history of Nigeria, a northerner has always been the leader of FCT. So let's even leave all of those things. But according to what they themselves have judged, if they are telling us now that Abuja is not a special place, then they must have a governor. They must have a governor. So guys, let's hear your opinion and have your take on this. Thank you.